Growing up in Cuba, obviously, you grow up with music all around you and stuff like that. So when I was young, hearing a lot of the Cuban music, then coming here and adapting to hip hop, you had Dr. Dre, you had a lot of great producers, and I always wanted to be behind the scenes, behind the keyboards, and the production aspect of making a song.
My influence was basically video game characters through about the late 90s and the early 2000s.
My main influences were Dr. Dre and Puff Daddy. They were the first that I listened to young, and essentially, when you look at each of their legacies and their teams and whatnot, they all had a group of young, hungry individuals behind them that they were pushing, and they all pushed each other. And essentially, that's what I always wanted. I wanted to be able to have a bunch of young creatives around me where we could all push each other. And essentially, that's it, be able to, because it's lonely at the top, and it's best that you have other people around you, and each individual person has a whole bunch of people around them that support them, which is like a big tree. So once you plant different seeds, like each tree will be able to feed different people.
The reason I feel like I'm unique is because I can dial in different sounds, different genres. I can do hip hop, I can do pop, dubstep, you name it. I can dial in, and for some reason, I feel like that's special in a way. A person that's versatile and is able to not just make a certain kind of instrumental.
The thing that makes me unique is the fact that I do what I want to do. I don't try to do what I think people are gonna like or people please, and that's where a lot of artists go wrong. I just do what I like.
What makes me unique is my multi-talents. I'm able to do a bunch of different things, and I'm able to see things from different points of view, which helps me speak to people in different ways where they need to hear it, in a sense that with me being an artist, of course, an artist first, or really a fan first. So I already know the fan perspective and what a fan expects from their artist. Then the artist, in the sense that I know what to deliver to the fan and whatnot. And then on top of that, whether it be management, being a CEO, being a team member, all of those things help me really see things from different points of view and able to cater to team members and assist them in the way that they would like to be assisted. But then actually artistically, what makes me unique is definitely my skill. I always worked hard to sharpen my skill. So there's a lot of artists out there who you listen to and you say like, oh, this artist is great, but he's just missing this or missing this. And I always worked hard at trying to become essentially that perfect artist. There's really no perfect in this music because it's all opinion, but essentially that artist that I never had, I worked on becoming him. So I will be able to push and promote myself, and then eventually, like I said, open the doors for the next generation.
My career goals, just to make music that is basically everlasting. You know what I'm saying? Music that just does not die. You have Thriller. They play it every Halloween. You know what I'm saying? The guy who invented it, Happy Birthday. You know what I'm saying? What a song! It will never die. Possibly won't get a song at that level. You know what I'm saying? Or possibly will, but my goals is basically to achieve that music that just to make an album or song that never dies.
My only career goal would be to basically make a movie, an iconic movie, like an iconic art film, a cult classic. Other than that, that's it.
My career goals is obviously to be successful in musically. I mean, I want to win a Grammy Award. I don't think I'll ever be truly happy until I have my place in history in terms of hip hop, as an artist. And let's say that, you know, it isn't my calling or whatever the case may be. My structure is set up in a way where that next Tupac, that next Biggie who comes through, he'll come through a very supportive system that will make sense for not only himself, the team, but historically to leave a place and leave his mark. So eventually, like, when you fast forward 10 years from now, you see, I don't know, the next generation of artists, when they say who inspires them, and they say Puffy, Dr. Dre, Nas, hopefully J.Carr will be one of the names in that list.